Hello class. Welcome to lesson 4 with the topic, media. By the end of the lesson, you will be able to apply vocabulary knowledge relating to media and strategies for listening for advantages and disadvantages to understand the main points and detailed information of media-related recordings. Now, look at the picture on the screen and answer the questions. How big do you think the advertisement is? Do you like it? Why or why not? Then, think about your answers for the questions. What is the largest man-made object you can think of? What is the smallest? Look at some background information on the screen. Do you have the same answers? Some of the largest man-made objects in the world are submarine cables, such as submarine cables from San Francisco to New Zealand or San Francisco to Japan, over 5,000 miles each. It is common to say that the Great Wall of China is visible from space, but this isn't true. The smallest man-made object may be a needle tip, which is 1 atom wide. Other possibilities are those objects that have been created using nanotechnology, which is about building things at an atomic level. Let's move on to the vocabulary review. Read these sentences on the screen. In each set of 4, match the words in bold with their meanings. 2 of the words in the first set have the same meaning. Now, look at the answers on the screen. Do you have the same answers? Sentence number 1 goes with C. The word devices means a piece of equipment that does a particular job. Both sentence number 2 and number 3 go with B. Enormous, huge mean very large. Sentence number 4 goes with A. Materials means substance that is used to build or make things. Sentence number 5 goes with E. Miniature means very small. Sentence number 6 goes with G. Similar means like each other. Sentence number 7 goes with F. Trends means a gradual change that produces a particular result. Sentence number 8 goes with D. Unlike means different from. Let's move on the listening about miniature medical devices. Before you listen, look at 2 devices on the screen and answer 2 questions. 1. What are they? 2. Are they big or small? Two devices you can see on the screen are hearing aid and pill cam. Both of these are very small medical devices. Let's move on the global listening. In this task, you will listen to the introduction of miniature medical devices and answer the question, which device is the podcast mainly about?
Track 22. Unit 4. Listening 2. Global Listening. Exercise 1.
Good afternoon, listeners, and welcome to MediPod, our weekly podcast on health and medicine. Our topic this time is miniature medical devices, and with me to discuss this trend is Dr. Michael Singh. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
To begin, I see you're holding something in your hand. It's a tiny device, about 3 centimeters long and 1 centimeter wide, and it's similar in shape to a large pill. Can you tell us what it is?
Look at the answer and clues for the answer on the screen. The device mentioned in the recording is the pill cam. Now, listen to recording miniature medical devices again, and number these topics in order. Have a look at 6 topics on the screen. Underline the key words to understand what each topic is about. Then, listen and number them in the order. Look at the answers on the screen. Do you have all correct answers? If yes, congratulations. If no, you can listen to the recording again and see the clues and script on the next slides. Now, let's move on to close listening. Listen to the first part of miniature medical devices and write T for true or F for false.
Track 23, Unit 4. Listening 2. Miniature medical devices.
Good afternoon, listeners, and welcome to MediPod, our weekly podcast on health and medicine. Our topic this time is miniature medical devices, and with me to discuss this trend is Dr. Michael Singh. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
To begin, I see you're holding something in your hand. It's a tiny device, about 3 centimeters long and 1 centimeter wide, and it's similar in shape to a large pill. Can you tell us what it is?
Certainly. Believe it or not, it's a miniature camera, a so-called pill camera, or pill cam, that patients can actually swallow. We use it to find problems in the small intestine.
That's amazing. Tell us how it works.
It's quite simple, really. The patient swallows the pill cam with water. And then, for the next 8 hours, while the patient is doing his or her regular activities, the camera travels through the body, taking pictures and sending them to a recording device. After 8 hours, the patient takes the recording device to the doctor. The images are downloaded to a computer, and the doctor looks at them in order to find the patient's problem.
How?
Look at the answers on the screen. Do you have all correct answers? If yes, congratulations. If no, you can listen to the recording again. Now, let's look at some background information. Brainstorming the advantages and disadvantages of an issue for an essay is an important concept and skill to develop in academic writing. We also refer to this as the pros and cons of an issue. This is the listening strategy of our lesson today. Listening for advantages and disadvantages. An advantage or benefit is something that helps or is better. A disadvantage is something that causes problems or difficulties. Listening for the words advantage and disadvantage can help you to determine the main ideas in a passage. Now, listen to the second part of miniature medical devices and complete these notes. Before listening, look at the blanks on the notes and try to guess the type of information you can fill in each blank. Then, listen and complete these notes.
Track 25, Unit 4. Listening 2. Close listening. Exercise 2.
How is this better than earlier technology?
In the past, if doctors wanted to see the small intestine, the only way to do it was to take an enormous number of X-rays. The patient had to lie down without moving for a long time. Unlike the pill cam, X-rays are also dangerous because they give off radiation. Plus, the X-rays themselves were not very clear. The advantage of the PillCam is that we get beautiful, clear images, and there's no radiation or discomfort to the patient.
Are there any disadvantages?
A few. The PillCam is expensive, and it takes time for the doctor to look at the pictures. But the main disadvantage is that after the patient swallows the device, the doctor can't control it. There is no way to stop it, for instance, if the doctor wants to look closely at one particular part of the intestine. However, researchers are now developing a new camera that doctors can control from outside the body. It's going to be a huge improvement.
That's fascinating. Well now, let's talk about a different part of the body, the ear. I understand now that there are tiny hearing aids that go inside the ear.
Look for the answers on the screen. I hope that you have all correct answers. That's the end of lesson 4 today. Thank you.